Hello and welcome to a yoga class specifically for the energy of Taurus. So Taurus energy is to do with the kidneys, adrenals in the middle of the back of the spine, and also with the throat. Taurus energy is also Taurus is governed by Venus, the planet Venus. So Taurians like things that are beautiful, joyful, pleasing to the eye, pleasing to the touch. It's often people who love their food are good Taurians. So we're going to do some yoga specifically for Taurus today, hopefully just a 30-minute class. If you haven't already watched my class for full yoga breathing or mudra, please do that. Otherwise, you may feel a little lost. Other than that, we'll just start. So to start with, we're going to do some stretching. We're going to do some breathing. We will do some postures specifically for your kidneys and your throat. And we will do some relaxation to finish off. So let's lie down and start off by stretching. On your backs on the floor, allowing the floor to take the weight of your body. Take a couple of big breaths and sigh them out. And now raise your arms and stretch your body. Stretch your fingers, point your toes. Really feel the spaces between your vertebrae and your spine. Make spaces between the soft tissue in your body. Have a yawn and give in. There'll be little spaces between the activities. Please just take the spaces between the activities. They are meant there for you to relax and to give in. Yoga is about getting in touch with self and who you are. We're not in a race to go anywhere. So once more, stretching out the arms and the legs, the fingers and the toes, really pointing, stretching, extending more space. And giving. So bringing the feet together, push the heels away from your body, toes pointing towards you. Clasp your hands together and push them out behind your head. So push your hands away from your head, push the heels away from your body. One heel, then the other, pushing, stretching, extending, a different sort of a stretch for your body. And giving. Now take your right leg and put it on your left thigh, left upper leg. Take your hands out, arms out at shoulder height, and take that right leg over to the left as far as you can. And look over, allow yourself to look over to your right hand, enjoying that stretch across the lower back. Remembering to breathe, and every time you breathe out, just allow the stretch to extend a little more. Now bring the knee back, the legs back, and allow the right leg to go to the right side. Just let it be, opening up the hips, and look towards your left side. Just allow the body to stretch and to give in, remembering to breathe It's a bit tight. Just let the tightness go on the outward breath. And now return the body, your leg to the floor. And let's balance that twist. So take your left leg on your right thigh and take your left leg over to the right side, looking at your left hand. Noticing the difference in how you feel between the left side and the right side. Is this side more difficult or easier? What do you feel that is different? And returning the knee to the center and drop your left knee down to the ground, and again just allow that hip to open and just allow that stretch. Returning the leg to the floor, stretching your right hand up, right arm up, pushing on your left, coming over onto your tummies. And come up onto your hands and knees. I'm going to do what people call cat-cow, so we're going to really be moving this spine. So drop your chest down to make a lovely curve in your back, head up, breathing in. And breathing out, really hunch your spine. Breathing in. And breathing out, hunching your spine. Once more, breathing in, chest down, head up. And hunching that spine. Do it a few more times to the rhythm of your body, breathing in. And hunching. And I come back to the floor and lie on your backs. We're going to do some full yoga breathing on our backs. So if you haven't already watched the full yoga breathing on YouTube, please do that. But in the meantime, we'll just go with what you can. So expelling all the breath, focusing on breathing fully into the abdominal space. Breathing in. And breathing out. Breathing in to the count of 7. 2, 3, 4, chest, 6, 7. And out from the abdomen, 2, 3, 4, chest, 6, 7. Into the abdomen, 2, 3, 4, chest, 6, 7. Out from the abdomen, 2, 3, 4, chest, 6, 7. In. And out. Three more breaths to your count. And when you're finished, just allow your breathing to return to normal. Bring your feet together, hands together in prayer position over your heart or behind the small of the back, whatever works for your body. And sit yourself up. And we'll work with a mudra. Again, there's more instruction on YouTube if you want some more information. So take a nice cross-legged position. Nice straight back. Forefinger and thumbs together, fingers straight. Take your focus, your mental focus, to the space inside of you that is who you really are. And now breathing in, triangle, arms up to shoulder height. Gently bend the elbows and the wrists, palms facing out. Hold the breath there for a moment. Breathing out, leaning forward, crossing the wrists behind the lower back. If your head can go all the way to the floor, let it go all the way to the floor. Bow this first time, respecting yourself, the unique and amazing human being that you are. Bow in respect for yourself and your purpose for being here. And breathing in, raise your head up, arms up to shoulder height. Gently bend the elbows and the wrists, palms facing out. And release the breath, return to start position. Breathing in, triangle, arms up to shoulder height. Leaning forward, breathing out. Bow second time, respecting those around you, your family, your neighbours, your friends, your colleagues, your work colleagues. Respect them for the journeys they are on. Bow in respect for others. Now breathing in, head up, arms up. And release. Final time, breathing in. And breathing out. Bowing this final time, respecting our earth and all of those who dwell therein. Respect the earth and the bounty she offers us. Release your hands. Allow your elbows to come into your hips and sit quietly there with your eyes closed, enjoying that space, that peace you've created for you. And now blink, blink, blink with your eyes open. Release the legs. You might want to point your toes, bring them back, point, back, point, back. Rotate your feet a few times. And wiggle your fingers and toes just to relax them a little bit more, particularly if you've been playing on your devices. So we're going to work with the wedge to balance our emotional responses to the exciting things that are going on around us. So take your focus to your solar plexus, where we have this conjunction of nerves from all over the place, and we want to balance that nervous response, the anxious response maybe, to what's going on around us. So we want to have a balanced emotional response. Raise your knees to your chest, hug your knees to your chest, hands on your knees. Run your hands down your legs to your ankles. Place your feet on the ground just next to your buttocks. Release your hands. And now breathing in, raise your abdomen towards the ceiling. Clasp your hands together underneath your body. Pinch your elbows and your shoulder blades together. Come up on your toes. Support your back with your hands and really breathe into that abdominal space. Stretch it out as you breathe in and breathe it out. Breathe out all the air as much as you can. So at least 5 good breaths in and out. Release your hands, your feet. Allow your spine to roll back to the floor. And hug your knees to your chest, round and ease and soften your spine after that quite strong back bend. Release your legs all the way to the floor. Bring your feet together, hands either in prayer position over your heart or behind the small of your back, whatever works for your body, and sit yourself up. And we're going to work with Paschimottanasana, the creative power posture. Taurus is quite creative. Taurus people are very good cooks. So focus here on the creative glands. We want to fold the body forward like a book, so keep the back perfectly straight as you fold forward with Paschimottanasana. So hands by the sides. Focus here on your creative glands. Ovaries for the women, testes for the men. Breathing in, stretching tall. Nice straight back stretch, and then keeping your back straight. Come forward as far as your body will let you. Drop your hands towards your shins or your legs. Keep your toes pointed to the ceiling. Breathing in once more. And pushing that heart closer towards the knees while keeping that back straight. Remembering that you're creating a squeeze in the creative glands. So may you spend your time creating new ideas for going forward, This creative power posture works also on stimulating the body to create new cells to keep the body youthful, particularly the skeletal structure, and it balances the reproductive process. Paschimottanasana, creative power posture. Stretching your hands forward towards your toes, breathing in, stretching your arms up, and breathing out, gathering in the knees, and just balancing on your hips for a moment, allowing the circulation to return to that creative part of your body, refreshing and regenerating that part of you. Now take your knees to the side and come up onto your hands and knees. And actually, now we're going to go down on our tummies, and we're going to work with the Dhanurasana, the bow, to work with the adrenal glands here. Remember, we're in Taurus. We're about the kidneys, balancing our anxieties and our fears. So we're going to work here with the adrenal glands. So take your mental focus to this part of your body. Raise your feet towards the ceiling. And if you can manage it, take your hands to clasp your ankles and push your feet up towards the ceiling. Dhanurasana, the bow. If your arms don't reach your ankles, stretch your arms out in front of you and your feet up and come up like this. Either way, you're working on those adrenal glands. Remembering to breathe. A good 3 full breaths. And gently release. Turn your head to one side and just give in. And stretching your right arm up over your head, pushing on your left hand, come over onto your back. Hug your knees to your chest just to balance that really strong back bend that you've just executed. And lie down on your backs. We're going to work with our thyroid gland. Our thyroid gland is in the throat. It governs our metabolism. So how quickly we use the wonderful organic food that we're able to eat. We want to have it balanced. If the thyroid is too busy, we're very skinny. If the thyroid is a bit lazy, we tend to be a bit cuddly, a bit like couch potatoes. We don't want that. So we're going to balance the thyroid process here. It also governs what we say. So we want to be able to speak kindly. We want to be able to speak the truth. This is the throat center, the thyroid gland. So raise your right foot and put the heel of your right foot on the big toe and the next toe of your left foot. Clasp your hands together behind your head and raise your head up to look at those toes, creating a squeeze in the throat. Now 3 full breaths in and out. Gently release your head, release your foot, feet, and just give in for a moment. And now stretching your right hand forward, pushing on your left, coming over onto your hands and knees. We're going to finish off with Nagasana, the elephant. So hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Just check the dimensions of your body. Take your focus to your head. We're going to work on the organs of the head, the brain, the eyes, the ears, the nose, the mouth. The mind is what directs what you do. Tuck your toes under. Raise your hips to the ceiling. Take your feet apart a little bit and pushing on your hands, allow your head to drape really loosely between your shoulders, just like the trunk of an elephant. Your head should be loose and heavy. Your shoulders should be quite relaxed. And take your mind to your brain and the organs of your head, your eyes, your ears, your nose, understanding also that the pineal gland, the pituitary gland, the master glands of the body, of the endocrine system, are also in the head. And you are helping to balance those energies by doing this particular posture. Nagasana, the elephant. Helping you make sensible decisions. So take your head up, look at those hands, bring your feet back together slightly, drop your knees back to the mat, untuck your toes, sit back towards your heels, make fists with your hands and rest your forehead on your fists, allowing the blood circulation between your head and your heart to come together. And when you're ready, sitting up, shrugging your shoulders, taking your head back and bring it forward so that your chin is on your chest. And take your chin from side to side across your chest a couple of times. And back to center. Take it back and windscreen wipe the back of your neck in the same way. Back to center. Shrug your shoulders. And allow yourself to come down onto the floor in a nice relaxed savasana. On your back, we'll do some relaxation for a minute or two, just to allow the work you've been doing to anchor in your body. So legs should be nice and easy, feet flopped comfortably apart, arms lying by your sides, palms facing up, fingers slightly curled. Snuggle your shoulders and neck into the ground. Lick your lips and allow your tongue to settle behind your teeth, leaving them slightly apart. Just allow your face to be really relaxed. Allow your body to breathe to the rhythm of your breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in peace and vitality. Breathing out any tension. Peace and vitality. breathing out any tension. Very gently bring your mind back to the present. Breathe in a full yoga breath and sigh it out. With your next inward breath, raise your arms above your head and give your body a beautiful stretch. And give in. Roll over onto your left side and stretch and arch the body to the left. Roll over onto your back again. Onto the right side. Stretch and arch your body to the right. Bring your knees up towards your chest. And come on up to sitting. And thank you for joining this class in Taurus. May you enjoy all the joys and the blessings of Taurian energy.